Yeah, thanks a lot. Well, give us about 10 minutes, because you're just finishing her coffee. All right? Cheers. Your van awaits.
Oh, thanks.
So, you and Dale still coming around for dinner next week?
So long as it's still all right with you and Cassandra.
Yeah, been looking forward to it. Sorry it's taken so long to invite you. We was going to pop round and say hello, you know, because Dale said you was back in town and staying at the flat with him. And Albert. So, when'd you get back?
A couple of weeks ago. I was over in America having a great time, and I suddenly thought...
What, hold on. You was in America?
Didn't Dale say?
Oh.
Oh, it was wonderful. We were doing this tour of My Fair Lady down the East Coast. I was a flower seller.
Cosmic.
Yeah. Right. Very cheap and cheerful, but I was seeing the world and getting paid. We did Atlantic City, Miami, New Orleans. Then suddenly I got this sort of urge to come home.
To Dell?
Yes, to Dell.
Well, I won't come home from New Orleans to see Dell. I won't come home from a New Forest to see Dell.
You don't see him the way I do. He's lovely.
Well, there are many words I could use to describe Derek Trotter, but lovely is not one of them. So, how's the old sod keeping?
He's fine. He seems, I don't know, quieter than when I first met him.
Dell. Raquel, some years ago, Dell went to a monastery and took a vow of loudness.
Oh, that's not fair. No, he has changed. Not so loud and brash as he used to be.
Right, come on in, gather round, ladies. Here it is again. The Crusader Against Inflation with another bargain of a lifetime. Now, this magnificent little doll here, that would probably cost you £35 up there in Oxford Street. Now, but you know my motto. My motto is West End goods at South End prices. Now, listen, if I offered you this little doll here for £10, you'd probably rip my arm off at the elbow to get at it, wouldn't you? Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. Because I'm in a festive mood, I'm going to let you have this doll at rock-bottom bargain price. Now, I'm not going to ask you for 10 quid. I'm not going to ask you for 8 quid. What I'm going to ask you for is £7.50. £7.50. Here it goes. Come on. First come, first served. I haven't got many. Come on. Come on. Quick, quick. Don't. What is the matter with you people? What is the matter? Don't you see a bargain when you see one? This is not your foreign rubbish, you know. This is handmade in Great Britain. The British toy industry reckon this is the most lifelike doll they've ever seen in their life. And I'll prove it to you. Look at this. Look at this. Here it is, a genuine little baby bottle. You can feed her from the bottle. She wets herself. She laughs. She cries. And if you keep her till she's 13, she breaks out in acne and wants to go to a prostitute. Would I lie? Would I lie to you? I'll show you something else. Another little feature of this wonderful toy. She will even sing a little lullaby to put herself to sleep. Just listen to this.
Well, you going out?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that'll make a nice change, won't it? What is it tonight? The bank's final exams? The bank's annual cheese and wine orgy? The bank's annual yoga and target practice course?
I'm playing badminton.
Oh, I see. Where?
The bank sports club.
Well, you go and enjoy yourself, Cass. I've got a busy evening planned as well. I'm going to sit in and read the bank's pamphlet on our joint pension policy.
God, here we go again. All right, what's wrong this time?
What, with me? What could possibly be wrong with me?
If you don't stop being so childish, I swear one of these days I'll smother you with your comfort blanket.
Me? Childish? You're the one who's got a bit of growing up to do, Cassandra. When are you going to realise you've got a marriage? You've got a home? You've got me?
I'll never forget that, Roddy.
I'll never see you. You just use this flat like a base camp. You zoom in and out of here like a blue bottle with the runs. I've had double glazing salesmen spend more time in here than you.
Well, whatever turns you on.
You know, I mean, how am I supposed... What's that supposed to mean?
Look, Rodney, I like to keep myself busy.
Yeah, but you're always out. On your own.
Because you never want to go anywhere with me. I've asked you before to come to badminton, but you always refuse.
Well, that's because I don't relish the idea of spending the entire evening whacking a dead budgie over a neck. Besides which, all our social occasions are in some way or another tied to the bank.
You resent me pursuing a career, don't you?
No. I admire anyone who wants to advance themselves. But your idea of advancement comes straight out of Rommel's 1001 Things Every Good Panzer General Should Know. It's relentless, Cash, you know, it's blitzkrieg.
Roddy, I'm not trying to advance my career. I'm still trying to make up for lost ground. You, of all people, should understand that.
I have in some way interrupted Operation Cassandra? And what is it exactly I'm supposed to have done?
It's just little things. Like that day my boss Stephen and his wife came round and you punched him in the face.
We're still on about that, are we?
You broke his nose.
Broke it. I never broke it. Tiny hairline fracture, that was it. Anyway, it was a long time ago and I have apologised 1,000 times for it.
I know you have. And I'm perfectly willing to be understanding, as long as you are.
Look, Cass, how can I put this? It sounds like a ridiculous thing for a husband to have to say to his wife, but I would like to see more of you. The only time we're really together is when we're lying in bed.
With our backs to each other.
Yeah, well, that's only because you turned your back on me.
Well, you started it.
I did not. And why is it whenever we have a dinner party, we have to invite your family and your friends?
We invite your friends as well.
What? You name me one occasion, just one, where I've had my mates round here.
Last month, Mickey, Pearce and Jevon and their girlfriends came round for the evening.
I've apologised for that.
And next week you've invited your brother and Raquel round for dinner?
I've apologised for that as well. Look, Cass, we always said if we had a problem with our marriage, we would sit down and discuss it in a mature and adult way.
Fine. Let's sit down and discuss it in a mature and adult way.
That was our last chance.
Good evening, Rodney.
I have never been so insulted in my life.
Well, sit down, bruv. Let me have a try.
What's happening?
Rodney's left Cassandra.
What, again? That's the third time in 18 months you two have broken up for good.
Yeah, well, this time it is for good.
Does that mean our invitation for dinner is off, then?
Well, of course it does.
What's brought all this about?
You will not believe this. She accused me of being childish.
No.
Yeah, it's true. Can you...
Wait, that's my top you're throwing about there.
Well, tonight was the last straw.
Really? What did you do tonight? Tread on your scale-electrics?
Derek, my marriage is broken up. This is no time for sarcasm.
All right, Rodney, all right. Just calm down, will you? Finish your drink, and I will drive you home, and we'll see if we can sort it out, all right?
Bill, you don't understand. I'm not going back. Me and Cassie are finished for good.
Oh. Albert, brandy.
Rodney, you'll have to at least talk to her sooner or later. There'll be things to be discussed.
Yes, like who gets custody of Barbie and Ken.
This is all one big bloody joke to you, isn't it?
No, it's not, Rodney. It's just that you and Cassandra are behaving like a couple of 10-year-olds, don't you, eh? I mean, you've broken up and gone back together more times than JR and Sue Ellen.
Yeah, well, this time it is for good. I am staying here.
All right, Albert, you better go and get some blankets and some pillows and make up a bed for Rodney on the settee.
The settee? Oh, I'll keep in my old room.
Oh, Rodney, you can't keep in your old room because, you know, Raquel sleeps in there, all right?
Sorry.
What's Raquel in my room? I thought you two...
Excuse me a minute, will you, sweetheart? Rodney, excuse me, may I have a word with you in the boardroom? Thank you.
I thought you and Raquel...
No.
What, you mean you're not...
No.
She's been here over a fortnight.
No.
That must be a record.
Rodney, you came storming in just at the moment when I was asking Raquel if she would be kind enough to consider stamping my card.
Well, you just have to say to her, won't you? Say, I'm back now, so like it or lump it, she's got to keep with you.
No, Rodney, come here. Look, you don't understand, do you? You don't understand at all because, you see, Raquel is a lady. You see, and when a lady is ready well, when she's ready to, she will let me know.
Yeah.
Huh? Well, you know, she'd give me a sign or something.
Like what?
don't know.
Perhaps you put an announcement in the Sunday Sport, eh?
Yeah. All I know is that until that happens, you will be kipping on the settee and think yourself lucky.
Suits me. Anything's better than sleeping next to a cold pair of shoulders.
You gonna let him stay?
I don't know, sweetheart. I just don't know. I just do not know what to do for the best.
Let the boy stay for a few days, Del.
God, that's better. I was starving.
Send him back to his wife. I fought a war for you. What do you want to talk about, then?
Well, first, I'd like to find out how my bottle of Cavossier manages to pour itself. But that can wait. We've got more important things to discuss. I've just had a word with a mechanic from the Peckham Exhaust Centre. Rodney took the van down there this morning. Now, apparently, there's a new receptionist working there by the name of Tanya. And Rodney, the dipstick, has only asked it out on a date.
You're kidding.
I wish I was, Unc. I wish I was. I'm disgusted with him.
What's his 10-year girl look like?
Well, I wouldn't say no. What I mean is that she's attractive enough and she's a nice enough girl, but it's not the point, is it? If Rodney gets seen with this Tanya sort, then, well, it's going to break Cassandra's heart, and then Rodney's going to find himself with the sack.
Yeah. And Alan won't do you any more of that cheap printing you flogged to all your mates.
No. That has got absolutely nothing to do with it.
But you says that was the only money we got coming into the flat.
Yet my only concern is for Cassandra and Rodney's future happiness. Mind you, that printing did bring in a few bob, I must admit. I've got to think of a way in which I can put Rodney off this bird.
So what are you telling me for?
I don't know, was hoping you might come up with an idea. Then again, I was hoping that Millwall would win the UEFA Cup. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I've got it. Got an idea. Now listen to me. When Rodney tells us about this date with this bird, right, you and me have got to look absolutely horrified. See, as though it goes against the whole of the Trotter family's moral code.
You never caught with that.
Yes, he will, he will. You don't know him like I do. He'll go for that hook line and... That's it, it's him. He's coming. Now, don't forget, you've got to look horrified, right? As though you've seen a U-boat off the starboard bow. Not yet.
Well, what's the matter with him?
Oh, no, I don't know. He's been at the brandy, look.
Percolator's bubbling. Fancy a coffee, Rodney?
No, thanks, Raquel. I'm going out.
No. Oh, here we go, Rodney. Anywhere nice?
Going to pictures.
Oh, that's it, Rodney, that's it. Your marriage is going down a Swanee, and you bugger off to the flicks. Very good.
Why don't you just butt out, Del?
All right, just as you like, bruv, just as you like. Going on your own?
No. Going with someone.
I'll whack you one in a minute, believe me.
Who are you taking? Cassandra?
No, not Cassandra. It's a girl.
A girl?
Girl? I don't believe these two. I get more sense out of a cross line with the crankies. Oh, listen, I'll tell you what. Cassandra, tell you what. Look, don't go to evening classes tonight, eh? I tell you what. Look, why don't you come out for a meal with me and Raquel? Your dad's told us about this great Chinese place. They do a blinding wonton by all accounts.
Oh, maybe some other time. I really must go tonight.
All right, then, okay. I'll tell you what, then, I'll give you a lift. Let me give you a lift and I'll drop you right outside the door.
It's only 50 yards from the car park.
Yes, I know, but you don't want to walk past that cinema queue, do you?
Why not?
Well, because, you know, it'll be full of yobs and all that, won't it? Eh? Look, come here, just a minute, just before you... Just give me a minute, I want to ask you something. Sit down there, right? Listen, have you ever had, like, a nightmare that Rodney'd been out with another girl?
No.
Well, I have. Right. Now, just for argument's sake, tell me, what would your reaction be if, like, you did?
What, Rodney with another girl?
Mm.
That wouldn't bother me.
Oh, good, because Rodney's taken another bird to the pictures tonight.
He's done what? No. Rodney wouldn't do that.
Yes, he would. Oh, yeah. Because he's done it to make you jealous, you see. What he was hoping for, he was hoping that you would see him and this Tanya bird standing in the cinema queue. And I said, Cassandra's far too intelligent for all that.
Who the hell's
Tanya? Tanya? Well, she's the girl from the...
It was just a silly disagreement, that's all.
I thought you said it wouldn't bother you.
It doesn't. The bastard. I love him.
Well, he loves you too.
Oh, it looks like it. We only had a row about badminton and he started an affair with another woman.
No, he hasn't. He's only taken some tart out to see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I wanted to see that.
Oh, God. Here you are. Oh, dear. Well, you're taking this very well, Cassandra.
Thanks for telling me, Del.
Yeah, well, all right. I couldn't very well see you walk into an ambush, could I? Rodney's only doing this. It's only his silly way of trying to get you back.
Getting me back for what?
No, not getting you back for something. Getting you back with him.
I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here.
I know you have, sweetheart. I know you are. I'll tell you what, Look, forget it. Don't go to evening classes tonight, eh?
No. I'll go round to my friend Emma's house.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so we keep this just between ourselves, eh? We won't tell the neighbours or your dad about it, will we?
No.
Good girl, you know it makes sense. What time will you be back?
I don't know. Late. Why?
Well, it's just that I'll get Raquel to give you a ring, you know, to cheer you up a bit. Yeah. Because her marriage broke up and all. No, what I mean is, she'll understand what you are going through. That's all I meant. Yeah. Are you all right, sweetheart? Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Listen, I've got to be away.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. And thanks, Del.
It's all right, sweetheart. All right?
Yeah.
You won't do anything silly, will you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Lovely jubbly.
Sandra, will you just give me a minute to explain?
Get out of here, Rodney. Go to bloody Tanya's or whatever her name is.
Tanya? I don't know anyone called Tanya. Is that a man or a woman?
Oh, don't try and deny it, Rodney. Del told me all about the two of you.
Well, he was lying.
She works for the...
Lovely evening, isn't it?
Last when it rises.
Stuff the roses.
Kat, if you just calm down for 1 minute, you realise this has all been a big mistake.
Our marriage was a big mistake.
Kat, we always said if we had a problem, we would sit down
Oh,
and...
just bugger off.
Kat!
He's back then.
Why, Del? Why did you tell her?
Well, I had to, Rodney, to save her from any pain.
Well, what about me? She just whacked me in the shin with a badminton racket.
Yeah, don't you raise your voice.
It's gone midnight.
We'll go back to bed then. All right. Will you? Just calm yourself down. Just calm yourself down, all right?
You, of all people, grassed me up. And you grassed me up for something I didn't even do.
Have you any idea what Cassandra's reaction would have been if she'd seen you with that Tanya salt?
Yes! She just gave me a bloody good example of it. I wasn't going to take Tanya out. I changed my mind before I got to the bottom of the lift. I just made a stupid threat out of anger and frustration.
You said...
I know what I said. But there's a world of difference between saying and doing, isn't there? If I'd gone to the police every time you said you were going to kill me, you'd still be slopping out in Parkhurst. Well, thanks to you, my wife now thinks I'm having a passionate affair with a siren of the exhaust centre, and you've offended my neighbours.
People are trying to sleep.
Shut up! Calm down. Just calm down, all right? All right. Fair enough. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yes. I'm sorry. Look, is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, piss off.
You just listen to me, you ungrateful little dipstick. I struggled over here in the middle of the night just to help you. And I was on a promise.
Listen to me. I don't want your help. I don't want your favours, your assistance, or your advice. I don't want nothing off you for the rest of my life.
I was only trying to do the best for Cassandra and you.
Yeah, and to make sure you got all that printing done on the cheap.
You don't really believe that, do you, Rodney?
Probably not. See.